Hello everyone, my name is the Windsword and welcome back to another episode of the Igniter SMP. Now today I want to build a bridge connecting to the other side of the cave. I also want to talk about the layout of this cave a little bit, just to give you guys a clear understanding of where my mind's at and how I want this town to be structured. So we're gonna have the bridge spanning from here to there, and I want to have a tiny amount of residential homes just at the other side of the bridge, and every other part of this side of the cave is going to be markets and shops, places where people can get goods and services, and so that's going to be the district for that. Then back here, I'm going to have more residential area, as well as some tinier market stalls, and these are going to have like crops and that, so that's where my head's at. I also want to do some docks. Ooh, look at the fishies. But yeah, some docks and some places for fishermen, as well as some bigger docks outside with massive pirate ships. I think that would be super cool. But yeah, again, that's where my head's out. So I need to start working on this bridge. But before I do that, we have some work to do. Hello, Sonic, Knuckles, and Shelly. You guys have got scoots everywhere. As we know, last episode, we built this animal shelter for the armadillos. A nice little sanctuary just for them to hang out. But unfortunately, there's many armadillos trapped within these buildings that need a bit of saving. In the last episode, we also talked to Green, and he's agreed to be a mole for us. Now, I didn't really talk too much about what I'm going to do about that. It might be obvious, oh, he's a mole, this is great. But moles don't tend to work out well. He was very willing to help us out, and that causes me to not be so trusting of him. I really should have no reason not to trust him, but if he's that eager to be a mole, then I don't know how trustworthy he can be. So we're gonna keep him at an arm's distance. Now with that being said, I want to break into the ARSC and I want to get armadillos out of there and into the shelter here. So I'm gonna do some preparation and then hopefully we can get some armadillos out of there. Alright everybody, so we still have our ARSC key card, and so I think it's now or never, right? We gotta get those armadillos out of there. Unfortunately, our mole is not here to help us, and our circumstances are a little bit tough because two of the members of the ARSC are online. So I think we're just gonna have to go for it. All right, we have some invis, so we can actually sneak around here a little bit and then put that in there. All right, okay.
People aren't too happy that I sold Shelly in the dark auction either. Like,
I wanted to kind of talk to you about that. That was I mean, everything's legal at the dark auction, I guess, but like I was kind of surprised that you chose to do that.
Well, I knew that you would buy it back.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I was looking at it as kind of a little bit of a money laundering scheme, right? So you could transfer me money without like transferring me money.
Oh, it makes sense.
I mean,
yeah.
You're not recording, right? No one heard that, right?
I'll just pretend we didn't say anything about that. Yeah, our computer's still kind of locked in this red alert state as well.
Yeah.
Gonna sneak down.
I'm still
a lot of danger
really sure.
going on.
I'm not sure what happened with the experiments. Do you want to check the computer upstairs and see if any of the terminals recorded anything?
We could see.
I did kind of review some of the logs earlier, and honestly, the only thing I got was a sudden surge of power and then power loss. So it was almost like something happened in our systems, whether intentional or not, where a lot of energy was passed from the Ravager over to the Armadillos all at once, and then nothing at all.
It's gonna be weird if I'm invisible and dragging them, so I'm gonna milk.
I don't know. So are we sure that the ASS wasn't involved in any way? Like this was the experiments escaping on their own?
I don't think we can be sure of anything.
Wait, did you just hear that?
I did. Wait.
That's glass breaking.
I think I saw a name tag downstairs.
What?
Is that?
What's going on?
Oh, I might
it's
have
the
seen
Windsword. What are you doing?
No, it's not.
Oh, what?
Are you stealing armadillos?
No. Yes. Maybe. A little bit.
Why would you do that? Why?
But this is the ARSC. You're a member of the ARSC.
No, I'm not. Look at this place. I don't want to be a part of this. What are you doing to armadillos?
What do you mean? We're helping the armadillos. That's what we do.
It's all
Helping
about
them. You're
keeping
putting
armadillos safe.
Ravager, whatever, blood? I don't know.
Well, we're combining DNA. That's what, like, the whole idea is that we're making the Ravager stronger, more resilient. Like, we gotta protect them from the ASS. Like, they need a chance to stand on their own. Look at these, like, defenseless creatures. They've got nothing. They need something, and that's what we're trying to do, is help them.
Yeah, using science.
It seems cruel to me. Why should they have to fight? We can easily fight for them.
Yeah, but we can't always be there. Like, if the ASS shows up and starts kidnapping armadillos, like, from the wild, and then putting them in a giant incinerator like they were, like, what chance do the armadillos have? Like, we can't be everywhere at once. The armadillos, we need to give them, weapons. We need to give them better armor, better strength, better speed, so that they can fend for themselves better in the wild.
Like, if you would have seen Spud here, who's not here for some reason anymore, but beside that, like, the ASS can't harm him. Like, they can't put him in a furnace or anything, and that's what we're trying to do. Just help them along in their little evolutionary path a little bit.
It seems forced to me.
Well, yeah, it is forced.
You can't force that.
But, well, I mean, the way I think about it is it's like, oranges. Like, they can't grow oranges in all climates, and so they genetically modify oranges so that they'll grow in more climates, and then more people get to experience oranges. With armadillos, it's the same, right? We have to enhance their natural abilities to make them survive in more and more climates. Right now, you only find them in the savannah. What if we could have natural armadillos in, the cold biomes, in the winter areas, or in the temperate? What if they spawn in the plains? Like, this is what we're trying to do, is basically promote a better, more robust armadillo than was ever available before.
They're not some product you can just update. You guys are so blinded by this idea of creating strong armadillos that can help you take down the ASS. You can just take down the ASS. You do not need to do that to the armadillos.
So wait, are you going to join the ASS now? You think the ASS is better than us?
No,
you think they're the good guys?
Absolutely not. I've started a new organization called the ANUS, and I'm taking them there.
What's ANUS?
Armadillo Nurturing and Uplifting Shelter. It's not funny.
Sorry.
It's serious.
It sounds.
What do they have? Like meditation
holistic.
pools and like yoga mats and stuff?
Oh, yoga mats might be cool. No. It's serious business. It's a shelter.
It sounds a little floofy to me. It doesn't sound like you're doing anything more than, I don't know, putting armadillos in a different kind of jail and just waiting for somebody else to come along and kidnap them.
Well, we're protecting them and giving them a good life. Instead of locking them up in a test tube and experimenting on them.
We were giving them longevity. They're not locked up anymore, by the way.
In the long run, I think
these two out
good, stronger, faster, better armadillos are good for armadillos.
Yeah, and you know what? You actually hit the nail on the head when you said in the long run. It's about the greater good, sacrificing the few for the many. That's what science is about. Making sure long term there's a plan that all armadillos get to benefit from the sacrifices of a few.
But it's not about the long term. It's about taking down the ASS and protecting the armadillos we have now.
Well, I mean,
but if we had 50 spuds, I mean, I think we could take down the ASS.
Yeah.
You want to use them to fight? That's insane.
I don't think so.
I don't know if that's what insanity
reasonable.
is.
They're defense. They're harmless creatures. They're not predators. They should not be used to attack. They're innocent.
Maybe they should be predators. Maybe
we're helping them to become stronger so they can attack.
Or you could just give them a good life and let them live it out properly.
I'm not seeing like the problem here, right?
I'm not either.
We're using science We are the good guys. We've stated that a millions of times,
Yeah.
and we're competent, and we're using our competency to make armadillos bigger, stronger, faster.
Right, competent
Absolutely.
my
We're gonna-
ASS. You guys, you guys are so blinded.
believe
You guys can't just say we're the good guys and be the good guys.
But we are the good guys. You've even said we're the good guys.
Yeah,
Are
that's
you
back
a
when
liar?
We were the good guys.
I don't know. I think besides this little mishap with
sure.
the missing experiments,
Yeah.
before that happened, everyone was happy with us. We were
Yeah.
doing good.
Yeah, you were even going to do an experiment. You asked for armadillos over here to be, so that you could do potion work on them. Did you not?
I absolutely did not do that. I just discovered this lab existed a few weeks ago.
Yeah, that might have been me.
Oh, okay. Well, I knew somebody
but
wanted
it was
to
still
do it.
but it's still for the good.
Yeah.
It's still good. Potions are good.
Yeah, it's greater
And
good.
armadillo potions would be even better.
You guys are so blinded. I'm out of here.
If you feel like you need to give these two armadillos a good home, then you go ahead and take them. We've got plenty of armadillos upstairs that we can draw from. We can refill our experiments. We can continue what we're doing. You give your armadillos the best life you think you deserve, and we'll see whose armadillos outlast the other. That's all I can say.
And if you see Spud out there, just stay away. Just don't go near him.
Yeah, and if you see Shelly out there, please let us know, because we want our mascot back.
Yeah,
Shelly's not just a mascot, okay?
Well, we legally own or illegally own Shelly right now, so
Yeah, I bought Shelly.
Yeah.
Technically, everyone who was in attendance witnessed that I own Shelly. So I should be able to make the call as to where she goes or what she does.
And yet you don't
think
know
so?
where Shelly is. Great
Well,
ownership, if you ask me.
Well, it wasn't me who stole Shelly and walked away.
Right. I'm going to take all of your armadillos. I'm going to put an end to you. And you're just gonna have to watch. Goodbye.
I think
where'd he go?
I don't know. Where did you go?
You're invisible too.
Where are we at? We're all gone.
Oh,
Wall it up. Wall it up.
this is
You
a
know what,
mess.
It occurred to me we probably should have taken his key card, because that's how he got in, right?
Oh man.
You know what? Let's reprogram the key cards. Then nobody who has one will be able to get any more, and we'll be back in control.
There you go.
There.
Yeah.
Perfect.
We deserve control.
Yeah.
We're the only good guys, I think, left on this server.
I think you're right.
Alright, so that went okay. In hindsight, I probably shouldn't have drank the milk, but I didn't want some invisible being to just start dragging around the armadillos. I thought it might scare them, so I thought it was a good idea to show a face. Now, it was a success that we were able to get some armadillos out of there, especially the ones that were actively being tested on. Unfortunately, we weren't able to get all of them, or even that great of an amount, but any progress is good progress. Now they're wrestling. Alright, you two. Almond and Peanut. Yippee! We've done it. Oh, they're back to wrestling. Okay. But if you do remember, they did say they are going to be reworking the key cards, so it's going to be a lot harder to get into there. Luckily, we do have a mole on the inside. At least I hope we do. So hopefully he can get us in the future. I'm going to have to target them because they really don't like armadillos, and that's an issue. Anyways, I think it's time we go back to our pirate cove. Right, so at the start of this episode, I said I wanted to make a bridge from here all the way over there, and so I've gathered up all the resources we're gonna need for this. So with that being said, let's hop right into it. right, everybody, we have done it. So we have our bridge here, and we can take a little walk through. So we have candles, plants, very minimal on the top here, but it is making this a lot more apparent that I need to fix whatever's going on here, because it's very empty, does not look great. And now it's actually a place where people would go. But yeah, we have a lot of docks here. There's going to be a lot of fishing, I think, that happens here, or maybe just import items, I don't know. But yeah, just docks. There's going to be a lot more of these scattered everywhere, so, and I think they already fit in really well. Now you may notice that there's a balcony here. That's because this place is actually going to be the home to someone. This person's job is essentially to maintain the bridge because, again, it is going to be their home. It is a little cramped in here, but they've got some storage and some candles, not much. I like to think that they're very function over form, and they have the bare minimum of what they need. And they're a dedicated person, but they've got a bed here, they got barrels, and they got a little balcony to look over. And then whenever they need to get out, they can come out here, get their boat. It is currently attached. And then they can just ride it out to the docks over here and get up onto the mainland. So that's how that works. But I'm really happy with this. I like having all these little details. It makes this place super immersive. I'm thinking I want to do a full episode on immersion, or a large chunk of an episode being about making this build more immersive. But I'm not entirely sure if I want to do that, just because I don't know how much I can talk about it and go into detail about it. So I'm still on the fence about that. But we have this, which is just the startings of how we're going to go back into there. But other than that, there's not much else to talk about with this build. It does connect this dock down to this one, which is nice. But again, not much else. But let me know what you think. I'm super proud of this build. It doesn't really have a back because I want to do some fisher shop down here, and I want to have some of the details coming off of this bridge. And since I haven't worked that out yet, there's nothing back here. But again, let me know what you think. I'm super happy with it. I really do hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, consider subscribing and liking, as it helps me out a ton, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.